Hi there.
Life is difficult.
My name's Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Nice to meet you.
Dave is my oldest. He's my son.
And who are you,
Eli
Lois?
is his son.
Oh,
Lois.
you're Eli.
Yeah. Lois is Dan's mother. Her husband was Glenn, who was my double second cousin.
Yes, you can say it better than I can.
Well, and that's probably not accurate either.
Gives you the idea,
I get my generations mixed now.
Both Paddock and Dowell lines are relatives, and they're Paddock-Dowell combination. But it gets diluted too.
And Chases and Dowell.
Yeah, and Runyards, and half of the grade school was relatives when I was going to school.
Yeah.
And I'm Becky. I'm Bud's daughter. Hi.
I can tell you would be.
Gotta be careful who you talk
Do we look
about.
alike?
My daughter Becky and her son Sam, and my granddaughter Maddie.
And my son Eli. My son Eli.
These are mine.
That's mine. So where are we?
Okay. This is part of the land, and there's no coherence, that Aaron Burr Paddock pioneered. And it stretches from here, a few hundred yards north. This is what you see, that scrap down there is Bluff Lake. A corner of it over here at the corner of the road was where Lewis Paddock's resort hotel was, and which he writes about in the book, on that corner on Bluff Lake.
You had a nice picture of that in the book too.
Yeah. And this house here, the lady who bought the house 15, 20 years ago was interested in the history of the house, and she was researching the Antioch Library and found some information I put in there. This house belonged to Lewis Paddock, who was Asa Paddock's brother. And this was his home.
Wow, that's a really old house.
Yeah. Well, turn of the century.
Lewis Paddock's house.
Around 4 years ago, she opened her house, and we had 20 people tromping through her house.
It's nice that she was that interested in it,
Yeah.
though.
Now, nobody knows for sure. That the owner over here suspects that may have been the core of that house may have been Aaron Burr's house, Aaron Burr Paddock's house, but we don't know. But that may be the case. He's an interested guy, and again, we spent time in his driveway and looking at everything. And the farm stretched west from here all the way to Grass Lake.
So is this Grass Lake over here?
Yeah, Grass Lake there, Bluff Lake to the north.
Well, that's
And-
where I would have built my home if I was the first one here.
Kind of up on that point.
Yeah, right.
Well,
That'd be
it's
beautiful.
quite a ways. It's it's several hundred yards to Grass Lake. And what you get to, we can cruise around the area a little bit. When you get to Grass Lake, is you can't see the lake. It's cattails.
Back then it was even worse before they
Yeah.
dammed it.
Yeah, well, and they were telling, he was, I think, saying that some of the residents, the Hermans family was the next farm, well, Norton was the next farm north, and Hermans, I think, bought the Norton land. But Norton's...
Stephen?
Yeah. Aaron Burr's Paddock's wife was Betsy Norton, and I forget his first name. Her father pioneered the claim of land to the
Stephen,
north
wasn't
of there.
Stephen, and then his son was William.
No, Stephen was one of the sons, and he fathered the clan that is in Rhinelander, a group of ladies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lewis Norton.
Okay.
Yeah, Lewis Norton settled the land, and I think Herman's purchased it and had Herman's Resort when we were young.
I remember that name.
And Mary Herman was a classmate of mine in high school. But they dug a channel through the cattails out to the open water. A couple of 100 yards, the cattails are deep. I've been on the hatch land, the northwest side of the lake, with Tom Runyard, and that's an immense marsh, very wet, and very good duck hunting and very good trapping. I went out with him early in the season helping John and Lee and Dave and George Hucker and I and so on, and I think we took one day about 700 muskrats out of the traps and that.
700?
700.
You had 700 traps? Jesus.
700 muskrats.
I know, but you had to have 700 muskrat traps.
We probably stopped each trap 2 or 3 times in the day and
Just reset them?
And reset them. And we were just skinning the muskrats out as we went. We didn't carry the muskrats, we just carried the pelts, carried them, gunny sacks of them, and then worked all night stretching them.
What do you do with muskrats?